Hey everybody, Chris Bond 21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. On the last episode, we arrived in Dwarven Woodlands at the tail end of the Snow White storyline. So yeah, after Ven left and the old hag went to go visit Snow White, she poisoned her with a poison apple, and then put her into a deep coma slash sleep slash death. I don't know, choose one of them, it's hard to tell which one. And basically Aqua arrived just in the midst of her funeral and was told by the 7 dwarves what the queen did. So we decided to go head over to the castle and give the queen a little lesson in poisoning maidens in the forest with apples, because it's not a good thing to do. Apples keep the doctor away, not put you into a sleep of death or near death. It's kind of like that thing from Romeo and Juliet. Like, it's not death, but it is death. It's like mostly dead from The Princess Bride. A lot of references in this intro. But anyway, we met the prince for 2 seconds, only as Aqua, because the prince is useless in all of these princess movies, which is they have nothing to give and nothing to say, and they're just called the prince. They don't even have names. They weren't even gifted the gift of a name. They're just literally called by their title. That's like if you were the janitor and that was like your official name, like the janitor, or like the cleaner. Maybe the cleaner would be a nice name. The cleaner would be like a cool mob name. You could probably get away with that. I'm getting sidetracked here, but anyway, we went to the castle and we had to fight the magic mirror again because issues with designing a boss with fighting a hag. I really don't know. Again, I made comments on this in the end of the last video. We couldn't fight the queen for some reason again. Well, we never fought the queen to begin with, but we didn't even fight her as a hag, and we don't really even see what happens to her. The mirror just basically says, well, she's gone, see ya, and that's all we did. So not a whole lot of forward progress, but we are now heading to Enchanted Dominion, Maleficent's home turf, which means we'll probably get something of maybe some plot movement here. We kind of already know that Maleficent's interested in the Hearts of Pure Light, but maybe we'll see a little bit more here. Also, we never saw the prince of this world, only in the flashback when we rescued Aurora's heart, so maybe we'll actually meet him this time. So let's land in Enchanted Dominion and see what be going on. Also, I want to point out the floor, in case you forgot when we were fighting Maleficent as Ventus. I mentioned something about the floor looking like a crack in it. Keep that in mind in this episode.
What's that? I think I'd better go take a look inside.
Alright, so we'll have to make our way up the hill. I don't know if there's any inverse this time. No, for some reason this area doesn't have any inverse the first time you go here as Ventus or Aqua. It's weird. Alright, so let's just head up the path and enter the castle. And once we get in here, there's probably just going to be Maleficent's goons again, like we did with Ven. So, should be easy. Yep, we got the same little goon guys again. I don't know if there's... I don't think any unversed ever show up here. Also, you might be wondering, oh boy, Chris, we're back here in Maleficent's castle. Does that mean we're going to have to deal with that horrible disco floor of magical warp pads? Well, thankfully, no. There's actually a redesign here with Aqua, where we don't have to do that again. I may have mentioned that when we were here as Ven, that a later character wouldn't have to deal with that crap. Yep, we don't have to deal with it. Thank the Lord, because it's a pain. It wasn't really a pain in the ass, but it is time-consuming when you're trying to finish an episode in under 20 minutes. And you can kind of get a little lost, sort of. Also, we're going to figure out how to get on top of these areas before we leave here this time. So let's finish taking up her little goons here, which of course way easy now that we have a stronger Keyblade and a higher level. We haven't actually leveled up since I haven't leveled up since the Castle of Dreams episode, mainly because level 20 is basically where I was at the end of Neverland with the other 2 characters almost. So it's kind of funny that I'm here now already. I don't even understand why it was so easy to do that in the first world, considering how, I mean, they tried to slow you down with it because they literally gave you nothing with experience points, but still just a little weird. All right, so let's head inside the castle.
There's no way Terra would hurt somebody like that.
You don't believe me? That's unfortunate, for he agreed so easily.
He did?
Ven, don't be fooled!
Aqua!
Terra would never do that. You know that as well as I do.
Yeah.
Ah, the truth can be most cruel, even amongst the closest of friends. After all, one never knows the secrets of another's heart. I'm sure you'll agree, Ventus. Aqua.
The master sent me.
Huh?
Ven, let's go home.
But Terra...
Terra's not ready to leave yet.
Sorry, Aqua, but I can't go with you.
What?
It's just, I have to find him before it's too late.
Ven!
I see you too wield a Keyblade.
How do you know about the Keyblade?
A source of power. A key that opens the hearts of men, of entire worlds, and allows one to obtain anything and everything. Such a power I find most fascinating.
So, Terra... He really?
Yes. Now, my dear, would you like to assist me as well?
Never!
I see. Xehanort was right. You are a most stubborn girl.
Master Xehanort, how do you...
It seems you need time to consider my offer. Fortunately, I have the perfect place.
What? Ah!
Who are you?
My name is Aqua. It looks like I was caught in a trap. Why are you here?
To prevent me from breaking her evil curse, I was to meet the most beautiful girl at a cottage in the glen. But now my true love lies in an eternal slumber, and only I can break the spell.
You must really love her.
Is what you said true?
Yes, Maleficent told me.
Oh, Prince Phillip, it's you! Now, Phillip, the road to true love may be barred by many more dangers, which you alone will have to face.
I'm going with you. There's something I need to know, and Maleficent has the answer.
Yes, of course, dear. Now come along. We must hurry to Aurora.
Alright, so we actually found Prince Phillip. He was stuck in the dungeon, which we couldn't go to when we were here as Ven. Also, you might be wondering what he's doing in the dungeon, what Maleficent's plan was. Why not just kill him? Well, in the movie, she had a really sick plan, in fact. She was planning on leaving him in the dungeon until he was, like, near death. And then she was going to let him go. And let him walk all the way back to the castle where Aurora was. Let him get there and literally have him die in front of her. Like of old age. Which is pretty sick when you think about it. I mean, yeah, you could just kill him and make sure you don't have any flaws like this, where we can escape and clearly break your evil curse, but you gotta give her some credit for thinking that way. So yeah, when she broke the floor, that's what we kind of saw during the Ventus fight with her, and when we did the Ven episode here. We kind of saw the floor break. I guess because it's coded to be like that already, so... Alright, looks like we got some of Maleficent's goons to fight. And Diablo, yeah, Diablo's in this game. He wasn't in the first Kingdom Hearts, but yet he somehow managed to find Maleficent's jacket and bring her back from life. And, you know, I know I'm so bitter about that, but it's so stupid. They made it such a big deal, like, oh, Maleficent's back, Maleficent came back. They didn't even bother hiding it, like, in some of the trailers. I think, like, one of the North American trailers ended with, like, showing the back of Maleficent. It was supposed to be like, oh, she's back. Like, how did she come back? Like, she died, and what could have possibly brought her back? And it was just so lame that just because the fairies remember her name, they bring her back, which I think is complete BS. There were much better ways of doing it. Like, you could have had Pete, like, enter the realm of darkness. And Phillip, you okay there? I guess he's dead. Oh, he's dead. I didn't realize he had health. Didn't even notice that. But yeah, like I'm saying, like, it was so stupid. You could have had Pete, like, go into the realm of darkness and pick her back up there or something. Not the way it happened. Yeah, so this was the room we were in with then. Now you'll notice it's completely open. We don't have to worry about any of those things. Big room. I don't know why it's such a big room now as Aqua. You don't fight anything here. There's no boss or anything that pops up here. So kind of weird that they left it open, but I guess they just wanted to fix it. So yeah, here was the room we were in. And you'll notice that we saw that is Ven, because I'm assuming this is always meant to be here. The piece of the floor isn't, I guess, permanently put into the game's code. It's meant to be broken, so it pops off. Yeah, so we just gotta head down this way, and we're gonna get access to, not a new move, but a special thing we can do with Phillip. So we have to open up the gates and escape. And we got to avoid the little guys throwing rocks because that's a thing. I really don't know why the Unversed aren't here. You'd think that with all of Maleficent's negative emotions and stuff, they'd be swimming over here, but they're not. So what we got to do is we got to clear a path and wait till Philip gets into position. And then we're going to use one of Philip's little helping triangle move. Well, not triangle moves here, but one of his assist moves, which will help us make progress here. So we got to get up there, but we can't possibly jump up there. So what we got to do is clear out the floor. And eventually, Philip will get into position, but we have to kill everything off first. He'll try to run into a position once we're done. Again, it should be pretty easy. Again, there's a lot of guys that pop up here, so if you weren't high level, this is a good place to get some extra points. They don't give too much experience because there's a lot of them, and obviously we would be basically over-leveling. So yeah, once you finish everything, Philip's going to run over to the corner here. You can go over to him. He's going to call you over. You press square, and he'll toss you up there, and then you can do Selfless Prince, which breaks the stack, and now we can jump up here permanently as if there was a staircase. Later on in the game, we get access to an ability that will allow us to do that without a problem. I'm just going to head over here and open up the chests because we've already fought a lot of guys. I don't want to kind of make quick progress here because I know the fight at the end here. Well, the fight at the end isn't going to be a problem anymore because I'm way too high level, but I don't really want to deal with it. I don't want to fall down, and I feel like I will if I spend too much time out here. So let's do Magic Pulse. This should take out a few guys behind me. Yeah, so you just got to head over here, find the little spindle wheel, hit it, and that'll open up the gate. And there's only the two areas. It's just this area and then the main gate's out of here. So you just got to do that. Head to the next room. And same basic principle. Kill all the enemies that appear. And then Philip will get into position. So yeah, kind of a cool little assist game where you help Philip out. If he dies, I'm pretty sure he'll just respawn. Avenger save. You know, there's a lot of Avengers in these reaction command thingies that we've got going on here. Are we trying to tell me something, Square? Did we know about the Disney deal? And I think at this point when this game came out, the Disney wasn't owned. Disney didn't buy? I forget when that deal went through, but yeah, I think it was before Birth by Sleep came out. I think. Can't even really remember. I think the year Birth by Sleep came out. Is that when they announced the Star Wars deals? Was that the year after that? I don't know. It's all a blur. I can't really remember the early 2010s. Or, I don't know. What do you call them? So, yeah, here we go. Jump up. Philip barely having any health right there. Yeah, break that. And then we can easily get up here. Boom. So, like I said, there would be a way to get up here. But again, like I said, there's also an ability that we're going to get access to near the end of the game that will allow us to get up here without even... We didn't need to do... We won't need to use those steps. We'll have something... Oh, we got Absolute Zero, which I may put on because Aqua's Bubble Blast isn't the best shot lock in the game. Although I do like it because it... Actually, I think I will put Absolute Zero on because it's the one that, like, zigzags around. And that should do it. We made it out. Then we got High Jump. So, yeah, so I guess... So, High Jump is automatically learned by Ven and Aqua, but you have to find it in a chest as Terra. That makes a lot of sense, I guess. Nothing else there. I should probably take a look and meld commands. Because actually I haven't put any abilities on. Yeah, so let's do this real fast. Let's see if we get anything good. I'm going to try to put some combos. Air Combo Plus, nice. Thunder, Cure. We got Cura. This should definitely give me HP boost. Nice. I say that as if I know it, but I don't. Let's put together some new commands. Got Blizzard's Edge. First let's put the commands that we're going to definitely need. Let's also do Cure. Doing Cure will guarantee that you probably... Well, I don't want to say guarantee, but it will probably be a good way to make sure you get an HP boost thing. So that's probably pretty helpful. And while I'm in there, I should probably change my shot lock to Absolute Zero. Be a little slow at the beginning. I don't know if there's going to be any unverse. Yeah, there are. When you come back here, there's unverse. But for some reason, the first time you come here, there isn't any. And now it looks like the enemies are starting to take a wee bit more health off of me. Because they were barely making nicks in my health bar before when I was in Cinderella's world. And I really didn't get hit by too many things in the Dwarven Woodlands. And let's see, do these guys still do 1 point of experience? Yes, they do. Strength increased, defense increased, just what I needed. Nice, because we are heading to Radiant Garden next, and this was usually the point in the playthrough when I would have to stop and level up before we face anything in Radiant Garden. I forget what we do in Radiant Garden. I don't think Aqua has a big fight other than just the Trinity Guard thing, which we've been fighting, the Trinity Armor thing, which we know we're going to fight because it's pretty much always been what we've seen. But I don't necessarily know if there's anything else we're going to be fighting there. Yeah, so we just have to head back to the castle, which isn't too far away. We just got to go back through the forest. And then basically right there. And also, can someone tell me what Aqua says when she does the final move on some of her combos? Because I can't hear it. For years, it sounds like she's saying, Burr Wild. Like, I don't know what she's saying, and I know there's probably something online that says it, but if someone can tell me what that is in the comments, it'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, so there's probably going to be some unversed here. We just got to get through this little clearing, and then we're good to go. So yeah, we get to fight, take a wild guess who, as the ending boss of this level. So we actually only had to fight Maleficent twice. We didn't have to fight her with Terra. Terra thing was fighting the spindle wheel thing, which was kind of a bust, I think, but you gotta fight something, you know, and they needed to get creative with some of the boss fights. You can't have all 3 characters fight the same 3 bosses, but apparently you can do the magic mirror thing 100 damn times, because that's a thing you can do. Alright, we got some of my commands leveling up. That's good. Should be nice. The Blizzard. I don't know if I have any of the command things opened except for Spellweaver, which I really haven't been putting myself into that much. Also, I was at 700. Yeah, these are still not giving me that much experience. So even if I wanted to grind right now, I feel like grinding as Aqua is going to be a pain in the ass if I have to do it. Hopefully I won't have to. I'm really hoping I won't have to. I'll explain more about what I mean by all that, like why I'm worried about where we are at the end of the game here with Aqua's level, because it's kind of important. There's just one more chest here. Then we just got the clearing, and then the road to the castle. At least I know I won't die on the bridge, because the bridge isn't in this level as Aqua. We fight the final boss on the bridge, so. Alright, so let's hop over here. Now we get the high jump ability. Nice. You know, the high potion. And I'll take that crown, even though I haven't actually been. You know, I'll take it just because I want to take it. And that should be it.
A forest of thorns shall be your tomb, wound round the castle in a bower of doom!
Maleficent, what did Master Xehanort tell you?
Such a pity, child, that you don't have Terra's gift for obedience. Nor can you see how easy it was for him.
Terra would never do anything to help you.
Quite the contrary. He fully embraced the darkness within himself.
Stop lying!
See for yourself all the powers of hell!
So for those wondering if when Riku stabbed her with the Keyblade to unlock her heart in Kingdom Hearts 1 and it turned her into the dragon, if that was the first time that it happened, I guess not. I mean, then again, she never said it was, so I guess we can technically retcon that as whoopsie. But I like how they made her say hell, because I feel like that would be something that they didn't have to censor. They didn't have to censor the word hell. Like I love the things they sometimes censor. Also, way to go, Philip! You're alive and dead. Don't you love how the AI can die and immediately come back to life? I die, it's a game over. You know, so the logic factor is, oh boy, I'm stuck. Jeez. Yeah, I forgot she does this flame thing where it'll go down the whole bridge. You gotta be careful with that. I don't think we can jump on, or I definitely can't do it right now because I'm not able to jump high enough. We're just gonna have to wait her out. I think Philip's calling me for something. Philip, you were calling me. But what the hell did you want? Don't call me over if you're not gonna use me. Jeez. Let's hit her a few times. She got a little bit more health than our standard bosses here, and let's. I guess I couldn't take her out. Ah, that hurt. Philip, what are we doing?
Here.
Yeah, you're calling me. Oh, I get it. Oh, so Philip guards against it, and then we can attack her. Oh, nice. I've always just dodged that. Huh. Learn something new every time you play this game. I'm gonna heal. Oh, she's flying. This I thought was pretty impressive, that they make her fly around the arena. It's nothing really too special. She just flies around for a little bit and then comes back and charges you. But pretty cool for the PSP handling this. So you gotta go over to Philip, do this, and hit her as soon as she lands in. And now we get to land on her, and we basically were stuck in this position. There's no way to fall off, which is kind of cheating here, but until she gets to the end, and then she'll just knock you off when she lands. And Philip's calling me. Yep, what do you want, Philip? You better guard against me, Philip. Phil, you're telling me to do things and we're not doing them. You're lying to me, Phil. Breaking my balls here, Phil. Like, what the hell? Alright, we killed her. Pretty easy, again. Probably because we were a high enough level. Could have been a challenge if we were, like, level 10 or something. I bet that probably would have hurt a lot when she did the flames.
together. Now sword of truth fly swift and sure, that evil die and good endure.
It's the power of true love that defeated you.
I will not be defeated by something as insignificant as love.
You don't even know the first thing about it. You're too clouded by darkness to see that there's something greater. Try all you want, but you'll never defeat a heart filled with light.
Perhaps. But remember one thing. As long as there is light, there will be darkness. And in time, many more will be drawn to it. Then they will all belong to me!
Tara, you better stay strong for me.
Alright, we got Fairy Stars, which I may have to put on. We got Xehanort Report. And that will do it for Enchanted. Oh, we have a cutscene.
Oh. Tara, where's he going?
Alright, that's what do it for Enchanted Dominion. So we finished all the Princess Worlds, and we are heading off to Radiant Garden, which should be a lot well, it should be a hell of a lot easier than it's been on the last two playthroughs. So yeah, not so much with Maleficent there, because obviously we need to set up Kingdom Hearts 1, so we couldn't kill her, even though it looked like we kind of did when we stabbed her, which is what happened in the movie, but, you know, continuity is, 20/20 hindsight and all that good stuff. So yeah, on the next episode, we will be heading back to Radiant Garden for the final third slice of what this episode has to deal with the main characters, and then it's just the other half of the map, which is going to go pretty fast because those last three worlds seem to fly by, generally because Disney Town is just a mini game, Coliseum is just one little thing in the Coliseum itself, and Deep Space only has about 3 rooms, and Neverland just sort of is the end. So probably going to finish tonight with the recordings, definitely for me. For you guys, a couple more days or maybe a day. I don't know, it depends how random my upload schedule is. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next part.